Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss about our health during the UPSC preparation because this is the most important topic which we usually neglect during the preparation cycle. And if we talk about the cycle, it's more or less it is more than 1 year, and it takes a lot amount of hard work. And in this entire process, sometimes, or I may say much of the time, it happens that we tend to neglect the most important thing, which is our health. It has happened with me, it has happened with many of the aspirants. So I thought it is the most important thing to address. And as we are in November and December, we have to prepare for mains, and then we have to go on for the prelim cycle again, and then again the cycle of exam starts. So all this leads to a little bit of, like, there is a pressure in the environment, and we have to perform at our peak. We think we have to perform at our peak, and we have to give our best, and we tend to neglect our health amidst all this. So I thought it is very important to consider that we have to take care of our health, because a healthy body can sustain a healthy mind, and we need a healthy mind to sustain the process. And it's not just about clearing the exam, it is also to survive after exam. When you are in your office, you cannot think of, like, if you cannot sustain the pressure of the exam, how are you going to manage the pressures of the office? And the pressure of all the work is not going to be easy. So we need to prepare, and we need to learn to manage so many things which we have to delve upon, and we have to focus upon so many things. So we need to manage all those things, and we should not keep health as our last priority. We should always think of health as the most important asset through which we can, like, do whatever we want. But during the preparation, it has been many of the times that we tend to ignore our health, and to list upon all those things of what is the ground situation, we can see that there is a pressurized environment. Because if we talk about the exam cycle also, it is prelims and then mains. We have 3 months, then it is interview, it is again 3 months, 4 months. So there is a pressure in the environment. We have to study a lot of things. We have to prepare for mains. There are these papers, GS1 to GS4. We have optional to papers. Then we have essay, and then we have CSAT also. We have prelim specific. We have to do current affairs. There's a pressure in the environment that we have to master all these subjects. It is in our head. There is also an intense competition, because the success rate is very very low, and the candidates being selected is like 1000, approximately 1000. So the competition is intense, and also there are high stakes. Like, you have to give up a lot of things in order to sit and prepare. So you've already sacrificed a lot of things, and now it's like you cannot give up. So there is high stakes, there is expectations of your friends, of your family, of yourself. So also you cannot give up in that situation. So all this is the situation of a candidate, what a candidate is going through. There's uncertainty. We're not certain if we'll qualify prelims, we are not certain that we'll qualify mains. Even even if you sit and study for 10 hours per day, even if you prepare for 6 months continuously, packed in a room, and no meeting, no social gathering, nothing at all, even then you cannot guarantee that you'll be in the final list. The process is so long. It takes 1 year to complete a cycle of exam. So at least a person, whoever may be the person, of how much preparation the person has done, the person has to wait for complete 1 year to complete the cycle of exam. Then there is sedentary lifestyle. We have to sit and study. The sittings has to be long so that you can complete your targets. You have to study for long hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. There are some rumors people are studying for 18 hours. I don't know how are they doing that. And there's disturbed sleep cycle. People usually, many of the students I had seen, they think sleeping is giving up. Sleeping means you have given up and you don't have the capacity to sacrifice your sleep for your dream. This is their thinking. This is a skewed thinking which many of the students think that if I sleep, if I rest, I'm not a serious candidate. We also tend to ignore the diet. We eat, I don't know what kind of things, anything which is available. Many of the candidates are addicted to tea or any other caffeine product, which is adversely affecting our body, which is adversely affecting our mind. So all this is the condition of many of the aspirants. All this leads to compromised health. Now this health is not only physical. This health is to mention the mental aspect also and the physical aspect also. What happens in mental health, how all these situations of a candidate leads to, first it leads to stress and anxiety. We don't understand how much stress we are putting on ourselves. And anxiety, i have seen I have seen candidates who are sweating and writing the exam, who have their heartbeats so fast, and they're not able to concentrate into a simple thing. They miss out simple things. That comes from the incapability to handle stress. How your hormones hit your head and makes you believe that the situation is out of control. It leads to depression because you feel you're not able to complete your things. You're not complete. You're not doing your best, and you're lacking out something. Your syllabus is not complete. Your notes are not complete. You're not writing good answers. All this leads to mental pressure, and again you are into deterioration. There is isolation. You lock yourself into the rooms, or you don't talk to your friends, or you don't talk to your parents. You don't express yourself. It leads to isolation. You isolate yourself from humanness, from human contact, from human touch. Then there is hopelessness. You all might be relating to it, how hopeless a candidate becomes, how hopeless things go into, how we lose hope when we can't complete the target which we had thought, and how lonely we feel in the entire journey. No matter how many people are preparing with us, how many friends are supporting you, no matter how much your family believes in you, you feel lonely. I can understand that because I'm also an aspirant, and I have also gone through all of this. We feel lonely. We feel it is our journey, and we are walking alone in that. I'll be the one who will go and write the prelims alone. I'll be the one who will be sitting and writing mains alone. And I have to prepare everything beforehand. You have to prepare from current affairs to the static to answer writing, everything alone. There's a deeper sense of loneliness. There's also burnout. Burnout has been a very, very prominent problem nowadays. Many of the candidates who are new in this journey, they tend to work hard, and they think the number of hours, if they increase, not focusing on the strategy, not focusing on the the proper guidance of how to clear the exam, they focus on the number of hours or the number of books they study. And what happens is burnout. They burn out. They in a month they burn out. Like in previous months, they used to study for 14 or 15 hours continuously, and then they're burning out and not able to study another 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, even or a month even. That is the mental pressure. That is a gift what the preparation gives us. Also, there is self doubt. Self doubt is like it's coming every third day, every fourth day, every second day it comes. To me, it was there like every evening there was a self doubt. There's physical problems also. Physical health is also compromised. You can have body pain sitting for long hours in chairs. You have body pain. You have lack of sleep. Late nights, if you stare at the screen, and if you are preparing your notes online, or you study with a laptop or your phones, your your sleep cycle get disturbed because of that. There is also distress sleeping. What is distress sleeping? It happens when when you see for 2 to 3 days it happened that you're not able to complete your syllabus, you're not able to complete the target which you have thought about yourself, and now your mind starts to feel drained, and it feels it cannot cope up with the target, and so your brain starts to shut down and tends you to go to sleep so that it can escape from the present for some time, because this present is so haunting for it. That is distress sleeping. When you're stressed, you sleep a lot. There is eye strain. Many of the candidates who are not having spectacles have now been using it. Then there is caffeine addiction. As I've said, many of the candidates are becoming tea and coffee lovers now. And poor nutrition is completely affecting the body. There's vitamin D deficiency, vitamin B12 deficiency in many of the candidates. Many of the aspirants have been diagnosed with the 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 vital nutrients and the vital vitamins are deficient in their body. Not going to the sun, at least 30 minutes of sun is necessary for everyone for vitamin D. But what happens? We keep on sitting from early morning to late night. There is no sun. It's just artificial light. All this has been affecting our body and mind. So the thing is that you can't conquer the biggest exam in the country if your mind is foggy and your back hurts. The thing which is most important is our health. This is a very little amount of pressure which we are facing in the preparation journey. A lot amount of pressure, a lot amount of things to manage are being prepared in a further life. After, when you clear your exam, there will be so many things which you have not even heard of. You will be you will be given to manage all those things. So if you can't manage it now, learn to manage it so that you can be calm and you can manage things well when you'll be in office. What happens if we neglect our body and we neglect the health of neglect the mental and the physical health? Is your body and mind eventually send an invoice for all the neglected care. So what is my simple message? My simple message is: eat healthy, drink water, meditate, do some physical activity, and sleep well. These are the five important points which will be the crux of this entire video. The most the most important things which I feel you can practice while you are preparing is some of the things which you can try out if you are suffering from all of the things or some of the things. You can try out these things. I have tried and tested all these things, and I've also gathered from other aspirants also and all the toppers also, that they were also going through all these things. So I've collected some of the things which you can try so that a little amount of benefit you can earn from that. So some of the do's can be 50-10 rule. It is what? See, let's suppose you're studying for an hour. So what do you have to do? Just study for 50 minutes. Like compress your focus to 50 minutes and get up at the 51st minute and take a 10-minute break. Take a 5-minute break. Do it 55 and 5. Do it 50 or 10, whatever is good for you. Some people also do 45 15. Whatever it is, take for a 1 hour study cycle, do it 50 10. What will it do? It will recharge your body. It will not make it feel that you have been sitting for a very long time. Okay, so it recharges your body. It like it does not let you feel sleepy also. Then there is another thing is disconnect. Disconnect means disconnecting from your pressure, which is your preparation for this time. What you have to do is spend an hour or like 1.5 hour into something which is not related to preparation. Anything. You can sit in a garden, you can sit in a park where people are not there of UPSC as well, because again then the same thing, you are into that zone only. So sit anywhere or do something which is not related to preparation at all. So disconnect. That is completely disconnect. You have to make your mind feel that that is a zone. Preparation is a zone, and you are out of the zone for some time. Okay, you don't have to overindulge yourself. You don't have to think about UPSC 24/7 to make yourself feel that you are a serious aspirant. Okay, don't fool like that yourself. It is of no use that way. Next is prioritize sleep. Sleep is a recharging activity, and do not skip your sleep. It has backfired me and many of the people I have heard. Like sleep, if you're neglecting anything, like neglect overthinking, neglect negative comments, anything, any bad thing you neglect. But sleep should not be neglected at any cost, because less sleeping or compromising your sleep does not make you a serious aspirant. Your a serious aspirant is somebody who prioritizes long run preparation, like surviving in a long run preparation, and surviving at least a cycle, a 1 year cycle of preparation. You cannot be burning out in the midst of exam. Also, go for a walk. It is a very simple advice. Go for a whenever whenever you feel stressed, or whenever you feel like some things are going out of your hand, or you're not able to synchronize things, or you're not able to understand things, just go for a walk. Don't think too much, just go for a walk and let your body and mind, let the blood circulation be there. Okay. Also, yeah, drink water when you feel stressed. This is a very good technique which I had learned. Because what happens, sometimes we feel um, overburdened with our thoughts. We feel stress. A lot of hormones are there in our blood. So what happens when you drink water? There is a what happens that in the blood, the level of hormones get a little bit diluted, because you are drinking a lot of water. And also your body, maybe the requirement of water was uh, was met by your drinking water. So the amount of stress reduces. I don't know what chemical reactions happen, but I'm just saying it happens sometimes, that if you're feeling overwhelmed with your emotion, just drink water. it I don't know how it helps, but it helps. It has really helped me. And I've also heard from different people also that drinking water whenever you're feeling overstressed with something, or you're feeling a rush of emotions, you can drink water and it really lets you subside that emotion. Also, reschedule the timetable. If you are struggling with the timetable, if you are not able to like stick with whatever plans you have, reschedule it. Rather than having a backlog for 20-30 days, reschedule a timetable and plan it according to the capacity which you have at present, and slowly increase that. Don't overburden yourself with 15 hours or 20 hours when you're not even studying 4 hours. Okay. So the next is reconnect with nature. Okay, we have to understand we are natural living beings. Okay, so the more amount of artificiality which we are pumping into our lives will be uh, like hazardous for us. So we need to reconnect with nature, as like going for a walk. You are it if it is good uh, if you really can find something like a place where it is where there are trees, or where there is something like a pond is there, or you have good air, you can go there and reconnect with nature, and try to get at least 30 minutes of sunlight. It really helps to recalibrate your sleep cycle, and the nutrient deficiencies which you are having and the vitamin deficiencies will be done away with. Also, eating healthy food is the most important thing, also because you become what you eat. If you're eating something like junk food and all that, it's not going to help you, because your body will be like, it will undergo micronutrient deficiencies, it will undergo undernourishment, it will tend you to become obese. So eat healthy food. Just just stick to some healthy foods which you can afford, if you can get it from somewhere. If you're living at your own homes, then try to avoid junk food and eat healthy food of the reduced amount of salt and reduced amount of sugar and oil will be very beneficial, because this exam is not happening in a day. It takes a lot amount of time, and you have to be healthy and stay till the end, till you do not have that call letter. Okay, so eating healthy will save you from diseases. If you eat something junk and you get in the bed for like a week, so your schedule will always be disturbed like that. So it is better to eat healthy food. There are some don'ts also. So these don'ts, many of the don'ts are for mental health, because physical health we have talked about the do's of physical health, what we have to do for physical health. There are some don'ts of physical of mental health, because mental health is very very important also, because we have our mind and body both sitting for an exam. And there are some don'ts which are like, don't take things personally. Anyone saying anything about you or your exam, don't take those personally. Just listen and let go. The thing which should be there in your mind is, you know what your journey is, what you know that what you are doing, and you must be clear in your head that this is my target and I have to do it. No matter what other things, you have to do it. What is your target? So don't take things personally, no matter whoever says that. Don't socially isolate yourself. Socially means you do not cut away with your family or friends. I'm saying that because, see, at least you must be in touch with some people whom you believe are really good for you. So so that you can understand what is human emotions, because sometimes it will happen if you're socially isolated for a very long time. It might happen that you will not understand uh, your own emotions will be felt, will feel like these are repressed emotions, and you'll be overburdened with your own emotions. So there is a need to believe into some people whom you feel like believing, and telling them what you really feel. So don't socially isolate yourself. Also, don't look for external validation. Don't look for validation at any case. If you feel that certain book or such and such book will be sufficient for your exam, go for it. If you have you I assume that you all have this minimum level of understanding, or this minimum level of faith in yourself, that you are sitting for an exam and you're capable enough of finding which are the sources which are good for you, what are the things which you think will be working for you. So why you're looking for external validation? Don't focus on what your friend will be reading, or what your friend is making notes, what the other person is saying you should read 10 books of or 12 books. It is up to you. What if you think you can answer the questions with one book, it is fine. If you think you can answer the question with 10 books, it is fine. Just have faith in yourself that with all the resources which I have chosen, I'll make through. That is the most important thing. No matter whatever you read and however you read, even if you are reading early morning or late at night, it does not matter. Whatever matters is you have to be healthy, you have to be confident, you have to keep your mind and body calm and healthy, and you have to qualify this exam, and you have to further live in a healthy way for the rest of your life. That is the thing. Reading or not reading a book is your personal choice. If you think that 10 books will be able to give me a much more clarity, you'll understand that 10 books will not be sufficient to revise. You will automatically compress it down to one book or two book. So do some of the mistakes. If you're not understanding which book should I read, do some of the mistakes, read 10 books, then find out which are the two books which are very good for you. If you have to start it that way, if you're starting it that way, if not understanding what to read, go for 10 books. You'll understand within 1 month. You'll understand that two books or one book is sufficient. Many of the things will be repeated in all the 10 books. Many of the toppers would be saying read this book, don't read 10 books, because they had read 10 books and they have understood that one book is sufficient. Don't look for external validation. Do whatever you feel, because you have that understanding, or develop that understanding to make the decisions right. Whatever decision you have taken, make the decision right. The next is, don't justify your failure. Don't justify that I was failed in that attempt because of such and such reason, because of such and such things which I did. Don't justify it. See what are the things you have done, what are the things were wrong, and what are the things you should do to start doing it from today. Don't justify your failure. The justification of your failure will lead to glorifying your efforts, and it will glorify the efforts to such an extent that you will feel like I was enough and I had nothing to improve now. So don't justify your failure. Find the flaws yourself and work upon it. The next is, don't lock yourself up. This is what I feel is very very hazardous for mental health, because locking yourself up or not meeting anyone, not talking to anyone, just with the fear that somebody might disturb your mental peace. I don't know what a person would be doing if the person faces some critical situation or um, some emergency when the person is in office. The person won't lock themselves up. That I don't have the capacity to deal with people or deal with pressure along with my work. So have that composure in yourself. Meditate. Meditation is very very necessary. You need to meditate to calm your body and mind. That situations go out of control, but you can't, because you are so much composed in yourself. You have that peace in your mind. And also, don't hesitate to enjoy. This is very important. People hesitate to enjoy. Now, enjoyment doesn't mean partying or going to clubs. Enjoy means enjoy little things of life, going for a walk, playing with a child, little things you enjoy, painting you enjoy, let's suppose, singing you enjoy. Do little things for yourself. It will help you to keep this journey in a uh, in a in an easy and calm way. You can just enjoy this journey. So don't unnecessarily make this journey a more troubled and more stressed one. At the end, it is just an exam. A healthy mind lives in a healthy body. So we have to build a resilient body and a resilient mind, so that we can accommodate to anything whichever whatever comes in the way. Even after all the things which you are doing, still if you find, like, if you're sitting and you're practicing everything, your mind and body, you are like taking good amount of food and good amount of sleep, even then it happens sometimes that it is difficult to focus. You're sitting and you're reading and still you're not able to focus. So I would say there are some of the distractions also nowadays, because There are the social media is a bigger distraction. So cut off that social media and try to understand of what is your target. Make a timetable. Make a timetable which is according to your present day focus period. Okay, make a timetable for that and give time to that, and try to stick to that timetable. If you have the focus time of 5 hours for entire day, make a timetable of 5 hours. After 3 to 4 days, you will naturally, like, increase the amount of hours you are giving it to it if you're focusing properly. So you'll increase it to 6 and 7 and 8, and it'll go further like that. But if it happens you're sitting for 1 hour and you're not able to concentrate for 1 hour, you have to focus in a way that, see what happens, your mind tells you some things which is not true sometimes. What I'm trying to say is, see, the quote says your mind will quit 1,000 times before your body will. Feel the fear and do it anyway. This is a very important quote which I feel it is very important for my own preparation also, because my mind sometimes feel that my body's uh, not in a good state, or I'm completely not able to sit, not able to do it, I'll not be able to do it. Sometimes the emotions come up so disturbingly that I'm not able to focus on whatever I have to do. So the thing is, stick to the timetable and not your emotions. Take the decisions on the basis of what you have planned properly and not on the present emotion. Sometimes your present emotions do trick yourself, do make you believe into something which is not true. So don't feel that things are really out of your hand. If you're preparing and if you have a proper timetable, have faith and keep doing it. The fear may go or may never go, but that doesn't mean that you're underprepared or you are a non-serious candidate or you'll never be able to make it. These are just fear which just be there for, like, for a while or forever it may be there. But it's just to be there. Its work is just to tell you that this is the worst case scenario, and you have to not touch this worst case scenario. You have to be above that. So feel the fear and do it. Just do it. Whatever is in your timetable, just go for it. This is the quote by Rabindranath Tagore, who says everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. So we have to create the capacity through our through our healthy body and healthy mind, so that we have this capacity to receive the challenges and the responsibility of public administration. This is it for the video. Thank you.